Alright, so let's do our sound examples. So for this portion of the video, what I'm doing is um, I'm actually not recording directly into the tablet. I'm using the external mic on the tablet, and I'm just running this guitar into a Roland Cube monitor, which is sort of kind of like a mixer slash acoustic amp. It has like no reverb, nothing, so to color the sound. Although that could help, obviously with the sound. But I just want to show how great this these uh, settings sound without like effects. So before I even you know, uh, play through the amp, let's just see how it sounds acoustically. You know, it's not loud, but definitely something where you can like definitely hear pretty well and like kind of like practice and whatnot. So it sounds like this. So it definitely doesn't have like the projection. It's not really meant for that, but it definitely has the resonance and sustain, which is nice. All right, so we're gonna be on position 5. This is what we call the mod knob, all the way like to 0, and then let's turn on the volume. All right, this is what they call a rosewood, spruce, dreadnought. So yeah. So it sounds like this. Okay. Then if you turn it all the way up, where's the other image? It's the what was it? Like the body style is not dreadnought, it's like an auditorium, and I think it's saving the rosewood and spruce top. So you see it. So if you get the high end, like the highs, like treble sound, right? Get stuff in between, so let's kind of go halfway, see what that sounds like. So you get kind of a combination of more lows and the same highs. All right, and I think obviously this is kind of good for strumming. If you're a singer-songwriter, trying to like drive a song with strumming, it's perfect. Position 4, all the way down, is a parlor type guitar, so good for finger picking. So stuff like this. If you turn it all the way up, then you got yourself, I believe, a mahogany dreadnought, which is obviously very warm. Alright. So if you use in between, you can get, if you go to the parlor setting, turn it slightly up, you can get some of the bass and the highs with that kind of intimate kind of parlor sound. So it's the highs definitely sound like a parlor, but you get that mahogany sound, the bass, which is great. And I like to use the setting for not classical finger picking stuff, but stuff like if you're using like contemporary like music, maybe some Michael Jackson. So that's pretty good for that. All right, let's go to setting 3. All right, position 3, we have, I think they say it's like a Brazilian rosewood guitar. Then if you bring up the knob, you have the undersaddle pickup. You start getting the sound. So helps with the harmonics. Really pops out, you know. It's very nice. I like using position 3 for playing more classical guitar stuff, like this. Because it has more of the harmonics and overtones, I think it's really great for like the classical guitar stuff, which is really neat. Position 4, not position 2, right? Is the mahogany dreadnought. It's like spruce and mahogany. And then we can slowly bring in this electric guitar, electric pickup. So with off. Let's try with fully on. I haven't really found a perfect use for this, but I guess it's an alternate position for like if you want to do like strumming, and I guess it's not a bad choice. Let's say if you want to go from the all electric setting to an acoustic rhythm setting, you don't have to go all the way to position 5. You can just go to position 2 and then. So let's go to the electric setting, which is position 1. All the way down is just a clean electric, you know, guitar setting, like. Try to pick. Sounds great, right? Sounds kind of a Fender sound. You turn all the way up, then you get kind of like overdrive-ish sound. Just pretty good considering that I'm going through not an electric amp, but you know, like a PA-ish, you know, kind of like system. And usually, you know, when you plug an electric guitar into a PA, you get like an anemic, you know, woofy kind of sound because of the impedance mismatch, but not here. The mismatch is not there. It's awesome. So, you know, if you're like doing like some kind of like lead rhythm kind of thing, like I just went back to position 4, kind of do an acoustic. Electric. So I think that's very usable. You know, I mean, is it the most ideal? Probably not. But if you ask me, you know, with what you do here, what you can get do here, say like a Taylor T5, this is like just as good, if not better, because if you think about it, this has more acoustic sounds to it. You know, as Taylor, the T5 has more electric sounds, which is kind of odd because you know Taylor's an acoustic company. Anyways, you know, so this is kind of how I'm using the guitar. For the first like position 5, like strumming chords. You know, position 4 and 3, like with finger picking. You know, and then you got their electric sounds and all that good stuff. It's really a exciting guitar. You know, and it plays really nice. Yeah. What more can I say? A couple things to add. You know, at the end of this video is when I got this guitar from Guitar Center. Okay. I noticed that there was something rattling inside. I'm like, oh great, a guitar that's defective from Guitar Center. Right. And then you know, I'm like, what's that rattling sound? So I open up, you know, the back right here. I open up the back, and guess what? I found this guitar pick in there, which kind of tells me, I think at Guitar Center what they did was they opened up the compartments, because if you look at the other guitars, there's like kind of stickers that's supposed to be here, but it's not there. But you could see it told by the residue, right? There's supposed to be some stickers. It's not there. But like I mentioned in the video, I did open up the compartments and see how it looked like. And I must say, you know, I have a Variax, and that thing looks crazy inside the circuit board and stuff. But the technology got so good that even with all these complex sounds, the actual circuit board inside doesn't look super complex. I mean, it is complex, but the size is not humongous, which is kind of great achievement. And if you open up this compartment right here, there's actually the lithium battery that's attached to this actual compartment. So I believe it is replaceable, which is nice. You can actually see the inside. So over here, you actually see the noiseless electric guitar pickup. I can't really see the body sensor, but I think the body sensor and like the whatchamacallit, the piezo, like, you know, bridge pickup is actually like kind of together. And then the bridge pins kind of has like a ground, you know, to it. But what's interesting from from an acoustic guitar perspective is that the top actually has somewhat of a bracing, and you have like beams that go this way, and then beams that go this way. So there's no X bracing, that kind of thing. So it's kind of some, you know, unique kind of bracing. But what's interesting is if you have a chance to play this guitar at Guitar Center or wherever, try to feel the top. You actually can feel like where the bracing is at, because there is sort of a kind of an arch to the top, which, you know, typical like acoustic guitars have. They have a slight arch, if you didn't know that. But you could feel where that arch is, and the bracing. So I thought that was kind of neat. But yeah, this is really, first and foremost, an acoustic guitar, which is, for me, a great thing. But there's some drawbacks that come to this guitar, where, humidification. That's like the big thing. And Fender really doesn't have like a custom like humidifier for this thing. So I'm using the Planet Waves thing. That should suffice. You know, the inside case should have good humidity control. So that's what I would recommend. Get the Planet Waves thing, you know. Other than that, there's not much else. So I hope you enjoy this video. It's a very long video, but it's a lot of stuff to talk about, and just a lot to like talk about. Like, as far as like, you know, I'm excited. I haven't been this excited about guitar in a while. Okay, so I hope you enjoy. And go try one of these Fender acoustasonics. All right, see ya.